Fantastic. Thanks so much. So I'm going to do a quick monologue before getting into the presentation. And like I said, it's great to be back. You guys have probably seen me before. A coworker of mine asked me this morning, "Hey, Jamie, why are you on the Road Ahead webinar again? Didn't you just present the Go Focus Plus? And didn't it just launch last week?" And of course it did. Hopefully you guys have seen all the promotion and communications about it. It did launch. If it was only about the single hardware and Go Focus Plus, then my job would be done. But number one, I love the webinar, so that was my answer first. Number two, like I said, if it was just about the hardware, the big release last week would have been done. But more importantly than the hardware and the features and benefits of the hardware, which it does provide and we'll cover here quickly, it really is about the insights, the AI, the software piece behind the camera, the video telematics platform that we're building that allows you guys to do your job easier, give you those great insights to run a optimized, efficient fleet, but also do it safely and have the information to do that. So with that, a little intro, I'm going to jump in. Hopefully you guys can see our brand new hardware, Go Focus Plus, circling. But getting to kind of the meat or the problem we're trying to solve. You guys know it better than me, but a lot of distractions are out there in the world today with cell phones and all the information that you do get. And with that comes a lot of more risk and a lot more collisions and the potential for collisions. So just a few quick stats. The first one on the left, 95% of all crashes have been found to be able to be contributed to the human behavior, whether that's distraction or driving too fast or slamming on the brakes, not paying attention. That number one culprit really moving up in the world is that cell phone becoming that distraction. Drivers using cell phones is proven to be 6 to 12 times more likely to get into an incident or accident. It's actually overtaking drunk driving these days. Probably not as surprising. We all see folks on their phone throughout the day and how dangerous it can be. And then kind of the real world costs. So, those distractions we're trying to prevent, but what is the end result of those distractions? It's really, adding more costs, more time to train, taking you guys and your fleet managers and safety directors and drivers from their primary responsibilities. And those increasing costs, whether that be insurance or the maintenance costs or the actual cost to get collisions taken care of, not to mention, the human capital that also goes behind it. And then probably most importantly, on the right-hand side, it has been proven that video dash cams and video coaching can have a significant impact on reducing those number of crashes and injuries. So making sure your drivers are happy and safe and getting home safely is kind of the end result and the goal of all these new solutions and insights we're providing from this piece of dash cam or hardware. In terms of why Geotab, hopefully you guys are already, a lot of you guys are already customers and have experienced the great insights and information that we've provided the past 25 years in terms of telematics, the amount of data, the expertise we have in working with a large fleet, large amount of data to make sure that we're, again, giving you those great insights to run your operations more efficiently, but also keeping your data private and secure and being able to scale from a small, 10 vehicle fleet to that 5,000 vehicle fleet. And now bringing that expertise that we've had with telematics into kind of that offering that all-in-one video telematics solution. So over here on the left-hand side, you can see all those great insights that, our Go device has provided previously in terms of telematics. And hopefully you guys have experienced, the benefit of that and all the data that comes from that. Now adding, while we previously had cameras, now we're adding that kind of to be a native core expertise of us and being able to link those different rules on the telematic side with the AI and ADAS and DMS capabilities of dash cams makes our platform even more powerful to give you even more insights. And really, again, well, like I mentioned, the insights are great. The hardware features and benefits are great, but the real end result is how this benefits your guys' fleets, drivers, and managers. And that is reducing claims and insurance premiums, really aiding in that driver training. Most drivers do want to get home safe. They are really trying to be that good driver. They just need sometimes a little help in terms of a verbal cue or one-to-one session just to remind them how dangerous things like driving while on the phone can be. And then Thirdly, really defending potential litigation. So when those collisions or events do happen, we provide you guys the video and the insights and the information to defend your drivers and the fleets for those instances where that pesky driver cuts them off, and there's no way they're even if they are paying attention and the most safest driver, there are always those incidents that may happen. So you have that video when is needed. And then again, lastly but not least, reducing those costly collision damage and repairs, both in terms of the vehicle and maintenance costs, but also driver retention, driver training, and in the rare instance, driver medical bills. Moving more to the product and kind of the main differentiators from it. So like I mentioned, there are some slick features of the actual hardware. There are the hard specs, the ability to easily install it very quickly and easily. It does auto calibrate and it also self pairs with our Go device. So again, for our existing customers, makes it really quick and simple to install it, get up and running, and get video and insights within minutes. Middle column, real intelligence. So that is really the main differentiator. This hardware, as you guys have probably seen, is not new. It's been out there. Others are using it. It's really that magic sauce that Geotab brings in terms of the AI, the software, the video intelligence platform that goes behind it. Really, in terms of the benefit, is reducing those false positives. So really giving you those events and insights that matter, really picking out those drivers. Again, the bad boys or the repeat offenders that you might have to do a little more coaching, and then giving those simple nudges to those compliant drivers like myself, who every now and then might forget and actually pick up his phone. So a verbal cue within the cab, or while I'm actually picking up the phone, does the trick, and then Jamie doesn't pick up his phone again for months. And then last but not least, really keeping in mind the driver. This is really meant to help the managers, but also help the drivers in terms of those instances when we do need that video footage to prove their innocence, as well as making sure that their data is keeping private and secure, making sure these videos are going to the right folks that are supposed to see it, and not everyone and their brother. Really quickly summarizing some of the key capabilities. So like I mentioned, the hardware has some slick features in terms of installation, being able to manually adjust the different lenses, the roadside versus the in-cabin, depending on height and different cab styles. But it does go more to the software and the back end of it. So being able to actually identify the most risky drivers, like I've talked about, being able to identify repeat patterns versus a compliant driver like Jamie, who might just need that verbal cue once or twice. And then really being able to track the change. So the real slick feature of the UI that's coming out with video coaching is you can see the impact that just adding a dash cam of ads. We've ran several pilots now with customers where we've done a phased approach. We just add the camera. We don't really turn any of the alerts on, but just knowing that there's a camera, you can see the improvement. Then we add those verbal cues in the time of distraction in the cab, again, to allow those drivers who just need that simple nudge to make the improvement and self-correct. But then also that last piece of it for those repeat offenders, those drivers that no matter how many cues they get within the cab, just don't really want to listen or need that one-on-one coaching. Going down to the next level, severity-based event. You guys are all busy. You have your day-to-day jobs. We are here to make it easy for you guys to get the insights, understand which events, which drivers, which behaviors need to be coached. So some really slick stuff within the UI using AI to make those recommendations in terms of which drivers, which events, the overall trend analysis from your fleet. So some AI tips right up front saying, tailgating is up 10%, seatbelt usage is down, whatever it might be based on your specific event. Providing that full event context, like I said, in that example of someone pulling in front of your driver and there's no way from him to avoid the collision, we can give you the before, the after, the video to be able to prove the driver's innocence. Coaching automation, like I mentioned, it's great to get all these alerts and have the capabilities to set up driving recommendations and sessions, one-on-one personal coaching. But this new software allows you to kind of take that hassle from your fleet managers and safety directors out of their hands. The AI automatically does it, starts those sessions for you, and provides tips for the coaches. Again, kind of making it more efficient for you guys to do your day-to-day jobs while still running efficiently and being safe. And then, like I said, coaching sessions. So when in those instances where those verbal in-cab alerts aren't really doing the trick, these coaching sessions will be set up automatically and allows you to have more personal training with those more pesky drivers. I know we're running short on time. I'm going to quickly show you. These are just some of the examples of the advanced driver assistance system AI models, detections that the camera is running, forward facing. Do want to call out that defensive driving. The first three, everyone can do it. There are some special features that we offer that our competitors don't, but the defensive driving is one that truly stands out. The ability to understand when your drivers are doing good, that instance of someone pulling in front of Jamie, Jamie slowing down, giving the proper tailgating distance to avoid that collision, and the camera and the software, congratulates or recognizes those good drivers as well as picking out the bad drivers. Or the drivers that need help. There's not good or bad drivers, of course. And then in-cabin style driver monitoring system. So the in-cabin video that is actually being taken of the driver. Again, the first three ones are pretty standard. There are some nice features that are provided with the Geotab Go Focus Plus, but that last one is the kind of the differentiator. That full context of understanding the guy on the last time, no matter, again, how many in-cab verbal alerts he gets, he still doesn't want to put his seatbelt on. You can see he's pretty resistant. He doesn't have a seatbelt for a dog, which really makes me mad. But eventually he does comply and put on the seatbelt. There's a lot more information here coming. I don't think I'm going to have time to actually get into the UI and some of the advanced features of the hardware. But do know it goes from overview to events to recommendations to coaching sessions. And like I said up front, I will be back. We're going to continuously keep you guys updated. The team and the AI is moving super fast. There are some nice, cool things that I would love to show you that was built this week, but that will be, again, probably for next time. Ichi, how am I doing on time? Should we jump into questions or do I have a little more time?
You got a couple minutes. Yeah, you can go through this a little bit more. Yeah.
Amazing. I promise I'll just do two more slides. Again, all this information will be sent to you guys. This is kind of just the first section of this deck. There are some more deep dives into the actual hardware features and benefits, and then a better look at the actual software and video coaching side of things. But again, taking it into kind of the benefits for you guys, your fleet managers and drivers, it really is this video coaching dashboard, that all-in-one pane of glass where you can get all the information you need. Again, the trend analysis, being able to pick those most riskiest drivers, the drivers that need those quick verbal cues versus, again, those repeat offenders that might need the more one-on-one coaching. Some quick AI highlights of what's going on within the fleet in terms of tailgating, seatbelt, maybe good stuff. Maybe all of these things are going down and this tool is working without any manual coaching. And then again, over here, kind of that quick access to be able to dive right into the videos, the drivers that need that maybe additional work. And then from the driver's side standpoint, really, again, that main feature that really helps them self-correct is that in-cabin alert right at the time of them picking up the phone or them being distracted or them being too close to the car in front of them. In-cab event trigger button. So like all of our Go Focus products, there is that button, again, to capture the event of someone pulling in front of Jamie, and let me mark this event or footage so that my boss or my manager knows it wasn't Jamie's fault. And then a nice slick interface to actually have those two-way communication via notes within the active coaching sessions, and a quick and easy way to actually review histories and the previous coaching sessions. With that, again, there's a camera deep dive. I'm going to fly through these slides, not even talk to them, just going to show you what else is in this deck in terms of hardware. Do want to call out We do still have the Go Focus original product that is only road facing for those fleets or drivers who, just having any sort of in cabin video is a non starter. We do have kind of those cameras that do provide that option as well. A lot more new features coming on the hardwire side. And then I'm going to quickly, like I said, scroll through these. This will all be sent to you. But here's the most important part, the video coaching deep dive. It gets into kind of the secret sauce, how our AI works, and kind of the workflow for both the UI within MyG as well as the app that's both able to be used by installers, drivers, and managers. So again, really appreciate your guys' time. We're going to open up to questions now, but I will be back for further deep dives.
Awesome. Well, hey, that was a lot of information that you fit in that time slot. And we had a ton of questions. We did have a lot of questions. So we had a lot of questions that came about of using the Go Focus Plus and the Go device. Is it, do we have to use it with the Go device? Can you use it without a Go device? And then also with using it with the OEM, if you can speak to that a little.
Absolutely. Definitely a question that pops up often. While we would love you guys to use our Go device and get the great insights from the telematics side, there is the option for OEM telematics to directly tie right into the Go Focus Plus. There is a special cable that is required. There's either a OBD connection style or a 3-wire style. Both of those inventory-wise are just ramping up now, so you will start to see them in My Admin and Marketplace and Order Now soon. But those options are available in terms of we definitely offer Go Focus Plus with OEM telematics connections.
All right. And you do have to use it with the Go device. You can't just use it by itself. Correct.
No, definitely want to clarify that. So for OEM telematics, there's no need for a Go device. We would love for you guys to use our Go device, but no, there is a direct connection, no Go device needed.
All right, awesome. And somebody asked if does this new camera have a data limit when trying to get recordings for analysis? And yeah.
So that could mean a couple things. Will be publishing a FAQ, but there is an SD card included in the Go Focus Plus. It's 128 megabytes. I want to say that roughly equates to like 40 to 50 hours. Let me double check that, but it does give you a runtime. It does kind of first in, first out, so it will be overridden. But like any other camera and video product with MyG, once it comes into the cloud, it can be stored there for 30. I think it's actually a year now. We are standardizing for our Go Focus and Go Focus Plus product that will be kind of a 365 days stored within the cloud in MyG. And then for future storage, if there's video that you need to store longer than that, it can always be downloaded. As well as there are some customizable options. If you are one of those fleets that don't want to keep that data available for 365, there are customization methods. But standard wise, 126 megabyte SD card, and then 365 days within MyG.
Awesome. And if anybody had any additional questions on that, please feel free to put them in the chat and we'll follow up with more details if you're looking for more details and share those FAQs with you. So we had a couple questions about the NFC capabilities. I think I saw briefly on a slide that may be a future thing.
Correct. So that's another one that the team is working on fast. It is built in the capability within the actual camera, so you will no longer need a separate IOX NFC solution. It will be done all right through the camera. It will work with previous NFC Geotab fobs. It will also now it works with general, and we're forgetting the term. Let me go to the slide so I can speak to it intelligently. It works with NFC A, B, and C, and now RFID. It does not work with I-class HID cards, but if you have that situation, let us know. There are some workarounds. And I do just want to circle back to the SD card. That is the standard option, but we will be offering 512 and 1 terabyte option. So those will be coming soon. So to expand that memory capability on the camera.
Awesome. And I know there's lots of questions. I wish we could answer them all, but I'll just go to one that I saw several people ask about um, multi-camera support. Is that something that is possible today, or maybe something that's planned for the future?
Sure. Let me clean up on the NFC. In terms of timing, like I said, it is working on the camera now, the fully integration into MyG. We expect that within a couple of weeks, and we'll let you guys know. In terms of multicam, I'm assuming they're talking about aux cams.
Mm-hmm.
The Go Focus Plus does offer the ability to add one rear auxiliary, well, that's hard to say, one aux cam, both an internal version or external version outside of the car, outside of the vehicle. These will be also available within Marketplace and My Admin within the next couple of weeks. But one single aux cam for Go Focus Plus. Down future roadmap and a definitely future webinar, we will be releasing our Go Focus Pro version dash cam, which will allow you to do full 360 aux cams and have 4 to 5 additional cameras outside of the vehicle. Stay tuned for that. Probably
Awesome.
connect.
Ground Connect. All right. Awesome. Well, I thank you for all the information you shared. Thanks for your knowledge that you gave us today. And we'll see you next time on the road ahead, Jamie.